4. Rebounds, Vulcans with a 11-9 lead here at just about the half point of the first half. So it'll be Vulcan basketball, chance for them to regain the lead. Of course, Chaminade will drop into full court pressure. DeRay Seamster on the inbound man. Tate Jones, he gets it to Graves, who's doubled up immediately, and it's stripped away from Villa, but it'll still be Vulcan basketball. They'll have 7 seconds to work with to get it up the court. Now it'll be TJ getting it into Jordan Graves. Graves will go the length of the court to Walter. Jumper from 10, left side, good. Lead back to UH Hilo. Greg Walter, 18-17. Kramer across the way, guarded by Tate Jones. Armorall Arthery, chased by Jordan Graves, one of the best defenders in the league. Here's Villa with the spin, tied up by Tate Jones. A lot of time in the key, not called that time. Armorall Arthery, three-pointer, good. Nothing but net. Armorall Arthery with the 3. Vulcans beat the press again. Tate Jones in the corner. Jalen Thompson thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Back out top to Jordan Graves. Jordan will reset. Here's Tate Jones, right elbow on the pick. Gets it inside to Graves. Missed the shot. Had an easy one for Jordan especially, and missed it. He's a great finisher. 19-18, 1-point lead for the Swords. Kramer drives in, has it slapped away by Tate Jones. Going to be picked up by Apelli. He'll take it all the way in and drop it home. Apelli with the basket. We're tied at 20. Whistle, we're going to do some mop-up work here. Score at 2. Is that correct? 2019. I said we're tied. It's 2019 because Armorall Arthery's last basket was not a 3-pointer. He had a foot on the line. So they held a 1-point lead. The Vulcans then answered, so it's a 1-point lead now for UH Hilo at 20-19. So Chaminade will take it out on the sideline after we finish our floor cleanup. Been pretty warm week here in Hilo, but what causes concern with the gym floor is if it rains that day, and it did. It rained this morning, rained last night pretty good after a dry week. So it tends to get a little more humid in here. The floor has behaved very well for us so far in the first number of games we've had here in Vulcan Gymnasium, both men and women. Inbounds with the ball now, Roman Young at the top of the key, guarded by Apelli. Back pass to Segrin, now goes to a driving Seamster, shot partially blocked. Vulcans down the break. TJ will take it, lay it up, foul. It was flying into the volleyball coach, Chris Leonard, along with a few other things. The chair there, a broom, and some pads. Hopefully he hit mostly pads, rubbing his shoulder though as he comes out to the top of the key. So 2 shots come in as soon as he's ready for Niwa Tate Jones. 8:49 to go in the first half. Vulcans by 1 digit. Tate Jones, first shot, in and out, no good. Tate Jones averaging 16.7 points per game, but shooting just 64% at the free throw line. 8.2 boards a game for the freshman from New Zealand. He'll get 1 of 2, and it's 21-19. Out top, Young with the ball. Armorall Arthery with a long 3-pointer. This one no good. Vuksanovic grabs the ball, fires it off the leg of Kobe Young, but then it went back off of Vuksanovic, out of bounds. Chaminade basketball. So the Silver Swords will take it out of bounds. Roman Young will call the play, the senior from Wichita, Kansas. Lobs it in to Storms, back out top to Parsons. Back to Young. Armorall Arthery top of the key, number 55 on his jersey, guarded by Graves. will drive in against 3 defenders. He traveled, and that's what they'll call. It'll be Vulcan basketball. UH Hilo will get it back as Josiah Villa will check back into the ball game for Isaac Amaral Arthur. Full court pressure. Chaminade lines up in. Tate Jones will lob it to Jordan Graves, right back to Tate Jones, who gets by a defender, up ahead to Jalen Thompson, but pass goes behind him and out of bounds. Turnover Vulcans. Just what Chaminade looks to do. Figure if they can get that to happen 4, 5, 6 times a game, that drastically changes the look of the ball game. And even if they don't get the turnover, they cause havoc. And they've done this very successfully for a number of years under head coach Eric Bavar. Here's Villa inside, just off the block. Storms working against Vuksanovic, loses the ball. Whistle though. They're going to call it on Vuksanovic. So that is the 15th foul on UH Hilo with 8:02 to go in the first half. So a couple of short of free throws thus far for the Swords. Lobs it back out top to Segrin. Segrin right side. Villa back inside to Storms. He'll turn around, square up, and drain a 10-footer. 21-21 is our count. 7:48 to go. And Graves bringing the ball against the persistent guard of Roman Young. Graves will spin, goes by everybody, double pump shot, partially blocked, but then grabbed by Storms. Chaminade now with numbers, 5 on 4. In the corner goes to Villa, but we got an offense. No, we're going to have a blocking foul. Blocking foul on the Vulcans on the pass. So UH Hilo will go reconvene on defense. Chaminade will talk about their play because it is a media timeout. 7:27 to go in the first half. We're tied at 21. Vulcans 21, Swords 21. Back after this.
Power up, go pro at Subway for double the protein on footlong subs and the new protein bowls. And if you want to go pro like Marshawn, don't let anything get in your way.
Here we go.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. What's up, Alice?
Hey, Marshawn.
Good call. Go pro and get double the protein for just $2 more on your favorite sub or new protein bowl. Subway, eat fresh.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back and forth we go. 7:27 remaining in the first half. Vulcans 21, Silver Swords 21. I'm Russ Blanc. Thanks for watching and listening here. This afternoon, big Hawaii Pod matchup between these two teams. It's split the first time that they played at McCabe Gymnasium on Oahu. Play today, we'll play again tomorrow. Tip-off tomorrow will be at 3 o'clock. These two teams that, except for the first time they met, have been pretty evenly matched. The first time was a Chaminade runaway. Chaminade with the basketball. Out top, this is Villa, guarded by Graves. Behind the back pass to Storms. Storms now will take the three-pointer. Off the mark, no good, but the putback by Malik Parsons is good. By the way, welcome. First time in a Vulcan uniform on the court, at least this year. Just checking in, number 24, Jabari Sweet, 6'8" junior out of Sacramento and Chabot College in Northern California. He wears number 24. He's got the ball right now, top of the key. Gets it to Williams. Williams to Graves. Graves drives in, pulls up from about 8, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Storms. 2-point lead for Chaminade. Storms thought about taking the shot again. Instead will lob inside where they've got a mismatch. Parsons' shot blocked by Tate Jones, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. They had Parsons matched up with Williams. And good help defense from Tate Jones, but Parsons able to get his own rebound. 25-21, Swords with the lead, 6:10 to go. Jordan Graves, three-pointer good. Big tray by Jordan Graves, his second three of the ball game. 1-point game at 25-24. Top the key, or I should say left side, Parsons loses the handle, almost taken away by Tate Jones. Now he'll hand off to Segrin. Segrin will give way to, whoa, foul from behind. Storms got half a step on Vuksanovic, was going up for the dunk. Fouled from behind, and that will send Sawyer Storms to the line for a pair. So first foul on Vuksanovic, I believe. Could be a second, not sure. So Storms at the line for two, 6'7" sophomore from Idaho Falls. First shot, nothing but net for him. Storms transferred to HPU from Southern Idaho College. Now checking back into the game is Bill Awet for Chaminade. Second shot coming from Storms. It is good. Got them both. 27-24, 5:40 left. The Storms comes out for a breather. And Graves will have to get it inbounds to Williams. That's his only option. He's running out of time and calls timeout. And the Vulcans forced to grab a timeout because of the defensive pressure by Chaminade. So we'll take a media timeout. 5:40 to go in the half. It's Chaminade 27, UH Hilo 24. Back in 60 seconds.
Have a great day.
You ready, babe?
Yep.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go! We've got room.
You make it for those who are running a bit late, run into a little trouble, or might just be running low.
Alexa, tell Starbucks to start my usual order.
So that the morning routine stays routine. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country.
They faked us out. They signaled media timeout, but it was just for 30 seconds. We're back to live action. You didn't miss anything. Vulcans beat the press. Now we'll call the play. Jordan Graves out top, chased by Malik Parsons. It goes to Tate Jones. Tate Jones gives way to Sweet. Sweet gets the cutter. Graves, reverse layup, but they're going to say he took an extra step. So they'll wave off the basket. And the ball will go back to Chaminade. 27-24, Swords. Williams will bother Josiah Villa as he brings the ball up the court, as Villa calls the play. Left side, dishes it off to Amaral Arthuri. Back to Villa. Villa three-pointer, left side, going to be off the mark, no good. Tate Jones goes up, grabs a rebound. 3-point lead for Chaminade. Darren Williams, right side, guarded by Parsons. Crossover dribble, now to Jabari Sweet, inside Vuksanovic, turnaround jumper, little push shot more like, and it's good for Sacha Vuksanovic. 27-26.
Come on, get it moving.
Here's Kramer, tries to throw it inside, and went off the foot of a Vulcan. So Chaminade will keep it. Stephen Hubble checks back in for UH Hilo, and also DeRay Seamster for Chaminade, and Villa will inbound. 1-point lead for the Swords. Inbounds pass is tipped by a couple of people. Ball is still loose. It comes all the way back out on the court, and Chaminade picks it up. Inside to Kramer. His shot, in and out, no good. Batted around, ball on the floor. Hubble will grab it, and he'll give way to Williams. Wilkins with a chance to regain the lead here. Nobody has led by more than 4 points on either side this entire game. Vuksanovic. The right elbow, passes back to Williams. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Darren will drive in traffic, left side, banks it home. Darren Williams gives the lead back to UH Hilo at 28-27. Kramer, three-pointer, top of the key. Won't be able to answer this time. Hubble goes up for the rebound, but is banged hard from behind, I believe, by DeRay Seamster. Vulcan basketball, but first, media timeout coming. This time for reals. I mean it, 3:52 to go in the first half. UH Hilo 28, Chaminade 27. Back after this.
Power up, go pro at Subway for double the protein on footlong subs and the new protein bowls. And if you want to go pro like Marshawn, don't let anything get in your way.
Here we go.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. What's up, Alice?
Hey, Marshawn.
Good call. Go pro and get double the protein for just $2 more on your favorite sub or new protein bowl. Subway, eat fresh.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
28-27, Vulcans with a 1-point lead. 3:52 to go in the first half. Chaminade led by the 7 points of Isaac Armorall R3, but the Silver Swords have 7 different players that have scored already in this ball game, so they're balanced across the board. Same thing for the Vulcans. 7 different players in the scoring column, led by Sasha Vuksanovic with 6 points and Jordan Graves 6 points. Vulcans 1-point lead. They've got the ball. Going to have to beat the pressure first, though. Graves gets it inbound to Tate Jones, doubled up, gets it back to Graves. Now Graves will bring it up the court, chased by Seamster. Even that takes a lot of effort just to get the ball up the court for the Vulcans. Vuksanovic will drive in, cradles, dishes off to TJ, reverse layup off the glass, and good. Niwa Tate Jones with the basketball. With the basket, 30-27. Villa, cross-court pass to Kramer. Now inside they go to Awed. Banks, no good. Tate Jones with the rebound. Tate Jones finds a seam, will drive all the way in. Shot blocked by Awed. Ball batted around. Kramer comes up with it, but falls out of bounds. So UH Hilo will keep the basketball. So UH Hilo will inbound with 3:07 to go in the first half, 30-27. Williams calls a play, lobs it to Vuksanovic. Vuksanovic waits for everybody to clear out. Now back out top to Tate Jones. Tate Jones almost loses the basketball, able to save it, gets it to Hubble, now to Graves. He'll reset, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Graves drives, scoop. They're going to say he took an extra step, traveling. Turnover Vulcans, it goes back to the Silver Swords. And Chaminade will bring it up the court with a chance to pull within 1 point or tie it with a 3-pointer. Vuksanovic will come out. Ethan Jetter checks in for him. Williams, Hubble, Jetter, Graves, Tate Jones. She's on the court right now for the Vulcans in white with red numbers and black trim. This is Seamster. Pass to Segrin. Back out top to Kramer. Big guy, but remember he can shoot the 3. All right, I got away with the travel there. Armorall R3 will drive baseline, and he's fouled by Jordan Graves. 2 shots coming for Isaac Armorall R3. Foul is on Graves, his first. Team foul number 8 on UH Hilo. Chaminade has 5, by the way. So 2 shots coming here now for the Oregon native out of Central Catholic High School in Portland. Makes the first one. Last year was a 5-time 5-time Pac-West Freshman of the Week and ended up being the Pac-West Freshman of the Year. He'll get both free throws. It's a 1-point game, 30-29. Pass gets inbounded to Williams. He calls everybody off and will bring it up the court himself with Roman Young trailing him. Williams, left side, now top of the key to Jeter. Jeter will hand off to Hubble. Hubble free throw line, backs out. Graves thinks about the three. Back to Hubble, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tate Jones will drive. Baseline, reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Garrett Seagram. Chaminade with a chance to get the lead back, but they will throw it away. So the ball back to UH Hilo. Let's see here if I can get turnover update. Chaminade with 7, Vulcans with 8. Neither coach are going to like that much when they head to the locker room at halftime. 1:45 to go until halftime. Vulcans by 1. Tate Jones drives baseline, spins, bumped, fadeaway jumper, good. Aniwa Tate Jones with the basket. 32-29. Three-pointer trying to tie it back up, in and out of the hopper, no good. Roman Young, rebound Vulcans. Graves up the court. Slows things down, calls the play, gets it to Stephen Hubble. Hubble will hand it to Williams. Now a reset for UH Hilo. Williams still out top. Drives, pull-up jumper from about 14, skims off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Isaac Amaral Arthuri. 32-29, under a minute to go. Amaral Arthuri going to be called for a charge. Jordan Graves set up inside. Takes one for the team, as they say. And the foul will be on Arthuri. Just the second foul on Arthuri. Amaral Arthuri, although they will bring him out for the rest of the half. 16 fouls now on Chaminade. Amaral Arthuri and Awet with 2 fouls each for Chaminade. Not serious foul trouble, of course, and for the Vulcans, nobody with, well, check that. Apelli has 2. Jeter will come out, Vuksanovic in. Again, full court pressure by Chaminade. They'll beat it. Graves will bring it up the court. Graves picked up by DeRay Seamster. Gets by him, goes all the way through the middle. Ball slapped out of bounds. UH Hilo will keep it. Williams makes his way to the baseline to inbound the basketball. As Graves, Hubble, Vuksanovic, and Tate Jones set up with the picks. They'll get it inside to Tate Jones. He's got Kramer on him, drives, spins, reverse, right hand, good. That was about an 8-foot underhand shot. Quick release, Tate Jones, back-to-back baskets for him. 34-29. This is Storms. Cross-court pass. Seamster drives, no good. Tate Jones with yet another rebound. Spins away from trouble. 10 seconds. Tate Jones in the corner. Hubble will bring it back out top, hand it off to Williams. 7 seconds. Drives, being pushed from behind, and he'll finally draw the foul, and that'll get him to the free throw line for 1+1. So the Vulcans now guaranteed to head into the locker room with the lead at the half. How big a lead that is, we'll find out here in a second. Darren Williams at the line for 1+1, I believe. No, they'll say 2. They'll say he was shooting. The 2 shots coming for Darren Williams. First one on the way, good. He's pretty automatic. 80% free throw shooter is Williams. Now, a little better than that. And first, Chaminade now will call a timeout. One more free throw coming for Williams. We'll stay right here with 4.3 seconds to go. Vulcans 35, Swords 29. In case you missed it, earlier this afternoon, UH Hilo overcame a 14-point first half deficit. Came from behind to beat Chaminade in women's basketball action. Final score was 73-58. So UH Hilo improves to 3-4 on the year. Chaminade now 0-7, and those two teams will square off again tomorrow at 12 noon. As will these two teams big series this week, and the Vulcans with a chance. At least they've got hopes thus far at the halfway point. You can't ask for any more than that for NCAA playoff consideration. Next time I have time, hopefully in the second half, I'll explain how that works a little bit. But basically 6 teams to the NCAA West Regional Playoffs this year, selected from the Pac West and the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and plus there's a couple teams in contention from the GNAC, the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. More on that in a little bit. Williams, 35-29 the lead. He can add to it. He does. 36-29. 4 seconds to go. Quickly up ahead. Villa has it stripped away by Jones, who turns around, fires up a shot, gets a backboard. But a great defensive play by Aniwa Tate Jones. And UH will head into the locker room with a 36-29 lead. Let's tell you how we got there, then we'll take a break before we come back for the second half of play. Again, early on, no one led by more than 4 points until just towards the end of the first half here. Back and forth we went, numerous lead changes. Chaminade had a 25-21 lead. That was the biggest lead of the game for a while. But then UH got a 3-pointer from Graves, a basket from Vuksanovic, and another basket from Williams, another from Tate Jones to get the lead back, and they would not give it up for the rest of the half. Free throws by Williams at the end of the half gives UH a 36-29 lead at the break. Let's take a look at the numbers first from a team standpoint. Chaminade shooting 36% from the field and 47% from the field for UH. 1 of 3 from three-point range for Chaminade, 3 of 7 for UH. And at the free throw line, 4 of 4 for Chaminade, 3 of 4 for UH. Rebound battle virtually even at 18 apiece. And joining us now at halftime, Jamison Montgomery. Coach, good little end run there at the end of the half. 10-0, I think, if my math is correct, to put you guys up on top in what was a very tight, well, it still is a very tight ball game.
Yes.
What did you guys do different there towards the end? Of course, the biggest problem is handling that pressure that's relentless on every inbounds play.
Yeah, you know, their press is really good, and what they like to do is they like to speed you up. And our focus coming into this game was not letting them speed us up, and we're going to go at our tempo. They did a really good job of that in the first half to start off, and, you know, to end the half, we did a better job of handling the pressure and then getting the ball inside. That's something that'll be key for us playing through Sasha, playing inside out, because that's when our open looks from 3 are more available for us.
Okay, obviously their focus is going to be on Sasha. You had 2 big games in Oahu against him, so every time he gets the ball, it looks like he's getting double teamed. How do you counter with that?
Yes, well, we have other guys out there that have to be available. First off, if they're doubling, that means someone's open for us, and we have to find that open guy. So that starts with us just being patient and having spacing on the court, and that'll help Sasha to be able to score and help our guys that are open and available.
All right, a lot of different guys in the scorebook. I know this is your first look at the halftime stats. When you look at that as a coach, what do you see, maybe some things to shore up a little bit? What are some things we're doing well?
Yeah, well, we're doing a really good job of just playing hard and playing with intensity. We knew that this Chaminade team was going to come out and ready to fight after losing the last 2 games, and they're doing that. And so what we have to do, we have to match their intensity, and then we have to take it to another level and continue to work hard for this second half.
All right. Thanks so much for spending the time. Go get him, coach him up here in the second half.
Thank you, Russ.
Thanks, Jamison. Jamison Montgomery joining us here for a brief halftime interview. Always good to have him on. Take a quick look here at the numbers. Started to give them to you from a team standpoint. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. Chaminade with 7 different players in the scoring column, led by the 9 points of Isaac Arthur. 6 points each for Malik Parsons, or 6 points for Malik Parsons, and then 4 each, for Josiah Villa and Sawyer Storms. Leading rebounder in the first half is Kevin Kramer for Chaminade with 6, and nobody with more than 1 assist in the first half for Chaminade. For UH 11 points in the first half for Aniwa Tate Jones. 11 points for him on 5 of 8 shooting. 7 points for Darren Williams, 6 points each for Sasha Vuksanovic and Jordan Graves, and then 2 points each for Stephen Hubble, Kiaya Apelli, and Greg Walter. Leading rebounder in the first half, 5 each for Tate Jones and Vuksanovic, and leading assist maker is Vuksanovic with 2. So there it is. Vulcans leading at the half, 36-29. A lot of basketball yet to be played. We're going to take ourselves a break. We'll see you about 10 minutes from now. Again at the half. Hilo 36, Chaminade 29. Back in a bit.
Have a great day.
You ready, babe?
Yep.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Go, go, go. We've got room.
You make it for those who are running a bit late, run into a little trouble, or might just be running low.
Alexa, tell Starbucks to start my usual order.
So that the morning routine stays routine. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
When you want to power up, go pro at Subway for double the protein on footlong subs and the new protein bowls. And if you want to go pro like Marshawn, don't let any